Hey everyone, I'm Yale. If you're new here, I'm a 28-year-old digital product seller, and I want to take you on a little journey with me today. I started dabbling in side hustles when I was 23. I've always had this dream of quitting my corporate job and working for myself, of creating a life where I could truly be in control of my time and how I live. But to tell you honestly, it wasn't a straight shot to success. I tried everything: wedding photography, baking cakes, even selling on Amazon. But no matter how much I poured into them, nothing really stuck. Then one day, I stumbled into selling digital products on Etsy. And that's when things finally clicked. Fast forward to now and I'm making around $15,000 a month from all of my sources of income. It's been an absolute game changer, not just for my finances, but for the freedom it's given me to live life on my own terms. I know some of you might be curious about how I make it all work and what my sources of income actually look like. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down for you. What I do, where my income comes from, and how I've structured it all. Hopefully you'll find some inspiration and maybe even a few ideas for your own entrepreneurial journey. But before we dive in, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, PAYHIP. They've been an incredible tool in helping me expand my digital product business beyond Etsy, so more on them later. Now, before I start sharing all of my income sources, I want to talk about something that is super important, especially if you're self-employed: having multiple streams of income. If there's one thing that really opened my eyes to this, it was the pandemic. Back in 2020, like so many of you, I saw life change overnight. A lot of my family and friends have lost their jobs, and it was heartbreaking to see. These were people who worked so hard and were good at what they did, and yet suddenly their only source of income was gone, just like that. Seeing that happen to people I care about made me realize just how fragile it is to rely on a single paycheck. And it was a wake-up call for me too. It made me determined to build a system where I don't have to rely on just one source of income. So today I want to share all of the income streams I've built over the past few years. Now, compared to some creators and artists you might see online, I'm not raking in astronomical numbers, in fact, very far from it. But what I've achieved feels pretty incredible to me. It's enough to cover my bills, enjoy a few of life's little luxuries, and live a life that for many might still feel like a dream. So let's dive in. All right, let's start with my very first and still my main source of income: selling digital products on Etsy. This is where it all began for me, and over the years, I've actually managed to grow it into 3 separate shops. Between them, I'm now able to bring in around $10,000 a month. Now, before you get excited, let me be real, this is gross income. So it doesn't include expenses like transaction fees, advertising fees, software costs, and any other expenses that I make to keep the business running smoothly. But even with those expenses, I'm still able to bring home a good amount, and honestly, that's what makes all of this worth it. Selling digital products has given me so much flexibility. It's a business model where you put in the work up front to create products, but once you finish that stage, they can sell over and over again. And while they're not entirely passive, because you still have to handle the day-to-day customer service and obviously update your listings and put out more products and update your shop, it's as close to freedom as I could have imagined when I first started. So if you're thinking about dipping your toes into the digital product world, Etsy is such a great place to start. It's where I found my footing, and it could be a great stepping stone for you too. Now let's talk about my next source of income, which is selling digital products outside of Etsy. This is something I started doing once all of my Etsy shops were running smoothly, and it's been a great way to diversify my business. Right now, I sell on other platforms, including my own website, which brings in around $3,000 a month. I've watched YouTube videos about Etsy seller horror stories, and honestly, they've been an eye-opener. I've come across stories of big shops, like really successful ones, getting suspended or shut down without warning. And here's the scary part: they had no say in it because at the end of the day, they didn't own the platform. So it got me thinking, what if this happened to me? Don't get me wrong, selling on Etsy has been amazing. It has brought me so much opportunities in my life, but this made me realize that putting all your eggs in one basket, especially on a platform that you don't control, can be super risky. And that's why I decided to branch out and start selling on other platforms, including my own website. And one tool that's been a huge help in this is PAYHIP. PAYHIP is a platform that's been an absolute game changer for me and my business. I've always wanted to sell digital products on my own website, but honestly, I've been putting it for such a long time because the thought of creating a website from scratch seemed like a lot of work. But PAYHIP makes it super easy. If you're someone who isn't super tech savvy, their store builder lets you create a professional looking website with zero technical skills required. I literally created and designed my content creator website in a few hours. They even give you a free website domain and hosting, but if you already have your own domain, then you can connect it easily. And if you already have a website, no worries, you can still use PAYHIP by embedding your products directly onto your site, so everything works seamlessly together. You can sell online courses, coaching services, memberships, and even physical products all in one place. This means you're not limited to just one type of income stream, so diversifying your income has never been easier. But that's not all. PAYHIP also has some amazing marketing tools to help you grow your business. You can blog, run affiliate programs, set up referrals, cross-sell, upsell, and even manage your email marketing all from one platform. Now let's talk pricing. PAYHIP takes just a 5% fee on each sale, but if you haven't made any sales yet, you pay nothing. How amazing is that? This is ideal for new sellers who are still building their audience. And once you bring in consistent sales, you can switch to one of their monthly plans to bring down those percentage fees even more. And here's the cherry on top. PAYHIP recently launched their own online marketplace. You can display your products there for extra visibility, and it doesn't cost you a thing. So if you're ready to expand or start your journey into selling digital products, PAYHIP is hands down one of the most affordable and flexible platforms out there. You can sign up on PAYHIP using the link in my description box. It's completely free to get started, and it's a great way to take control of your business. All right, moving on to my next source of income, which is through revenue sharing. And this brings in about $1,000 a month. Essentially, this means that I earn a percentage of the revenue generated when people use certain platforms or services that I work with. Don't get it confused with affiliate marketing. With affiliate marketing, you promote a product or a service through a unique link or a code, and once people makes a purchase or signs up through your link, you earn a one-time commission. Whereas with revenue sharing, instead of a one-time commission, you earn an ongoing percentage of the revenue generated by the product, the service, or the platform you contribute to. For example, some platforms like Skillshare, they offer revenue sharing for instructors. If you create a course and people watch it, you earn a share of the platform's subscription revenue. Another example is the YouTube Partner Program. Content creators earn a share of ad revenue from advertisements displayed on their videos. For me, revenue sharing has been an amazing way to diversify my income. It feels like a natural extension of the work that I already do. So if you're exploring ways to earn passively, I definitely recommend looking into revenue sharing programs. All right, my next source of income is something I started pretty randomly this year: the Amazon Influencer Program. Honestly, I didn't expect much when I first gave this a try, but to my surprise, it's now bringing in around $300 a month, and that's not bad for something that I wasn't even taking too seriously, right? What I love about this side hustle is how low the barrier to entry is. If you already have products at home, anything from kitchen gadgets to books, you can start reviewing them. It's as simple as filming your honest opinions and uploading the videos to Amazon. And the best part, there's so much potential in this. I've seen people on YouTube who really commit to this and make over $10,000 a month just by reviewing products. So if you're looking for a fun way to earn extra income, this could be worth exploring. For me, it's been a nice little addition to my income stream without too much effort. All right, next up in my income stream is something you might not expect: brand deals. You might be surprised to hear that this is a part of my income, especially considering that I'm not a huge creator with a massive following. But I've been really lucky this year to have some brands reach out wanting to partner with me. Now, the earnings from brand deals can really fluctuate, so I can't really put an exact figure on it, but the highest paid deal I've gotten so far was $2,000. I know a lot of you aspiring content creators out there might think that you need thousands or even millions of followers to land brand deals, but that's definitely not the case. I mean, I'm proof that you can start monetizing with a smaller audience too. So if this is something you're interested in, keep going. Trust me, there are plenty of brands out there looking for genuine creators at all levels. And just a side note, I'm really hoping to grow this source of income even more by creating content that connects with you all. And so to everyone who subscribed to this channel and supports what I do, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me. I see you, I appreciate you, and it's because of you that opportunities like this are possible. So thank you for being here and believing in me. So now I want to share some practical tips in building multiple sources of income that helped me along the way. Things I wish someone had told me when I was just starting out. First things first, start with one income stream and really focus on mastering it. I know it's tempting to dive into everything all at once, especially when you see people juggling multiple streams of income. But trust me, taking it slow is the way to go. When I first started selling digital products, I didn't even think about branching out into other platforms or exploring other ways to earn. I put all of my energy into Etsy. I learned how to optimize my listings, design and create products that people actually wanted, and learn the whole marketing side of things. There's real power in focusing on just one thing. When you give your full attention to one project, you allow yourself time and space to truly understand it, learn from it, and improve. Starting a business selling digital products is already challenging. You're probably navigating a lot of trial and error along the way. Adding the pressure of juggling multiple ventures at the same time, that's just a recipe for burnout. By focusing on just one income stream at the beginning, like I did with Etsy, you're giving yourself the best shot at making it work. Then, once you've got a good handle on things, you can start looking into other ways to earn money without feeling like you're being stretched too thin. Remember, it's better to do one thing really well than to try doing 5 different things halfway. My second tip is to look for opportunities that naturally complement what you're already doing. This is such a game changer because it allows you to grow without overwhelming yourself. For example, after finding success selling digital products on Etsy, I didn't suddenly pivot to something completely unrelated. Instead, I expanded into creating new shops and selling on other platforms. These were natural extensions of what I was already good at. So the key here is to build on what's already working. If you've already laid a solid foundation, why start from scratch again? Plus, it's so much less stressful this way. You're not constantly reinventing the wheel or trying to learn and figure out a new business model every time. Instead, you're taking what you know and finding ways to expand it, which is not only smart, but also efficient. As they say, it's about working smarter, not harder. My third tip is don't be afraid to experiment. You never know what might click. Some of my income streams actually started out as little experiments, things I tried out of curiosity more than anything else. For example, reviewing products that I already have at home for the Amazon Influencer program is something I thought I'd just mess around with. I honestly didn't expect it to go anywhere. But now it's become a nice little side hustle that brings in some extra cash every month. The thing is, you can't always predict what will work and what won't. Sometimes the most random side hustles end up being the most enjoyable and surprisingly profitable. You might think, why would anyone care about this? But trust me, the internet is a big place and there's always an audience for something. And finally, never stop learning and adapting. The world of making money, especially online, is constantly changing. Trends come and go, platforms update their rules, and there are always opportunities popping up left and right. Staying open to these changes is the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your business. For example, a platform you're thriving today might not be as effective tomorrow, or you might discover a brand new way to make money that didn't even exist a few years ago. When you keep learning and adapting, you're setting yourself up not only to survive, but to thrive in the long run. Being flexible also means you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. If one income stream slows down, you've got another one to lean on. The key is to see yourself as always growing. No one has it all figured out right away. I definitely didn't. But as long as you're open to learning and evolving, you'll keep discovering ways to grow your income streams over time. All right, those are the income streams I've built so far and a few tips to help you grow and build your own. I hope this video gave you some ideas or just a little inspiration to start exploring new opportunities. Just remember, building multiple streams of income takes time. So don't rush and feel like you have to do everything all at once. And if you're thinking about selling digital products or maybe even expanding to other types of offers like courses, memberships, or coaching, don't forget to check out PAYHIP. It's seriously one of the easiest ways to get started. Again, you can sign up using the link in my description box to get started today. Thank you so much for watching, for supporting my channel, and for just being here. It means the absolute world to me, and I can't wait to share more with you soon. Before you go, I'd love to know, what's one side hustle or income stream you've been thinking about trying? Drop a comment down below. Until then, take care and keep chasing those dreams. Bye!